Hey guys, what's going on? This is Pixie the Bug. Pixie or Danny, whichever you feel like calling me. Usually, last time I filmed, I did Dracula. So I thought that I'd do another pretty common one. If you can't read it, we're going to do werewolves. So, I'm sure you've all heard of werewolves. Probably don't even have to show you pictures. But just to get it out of the way. Because I always show pictures. That one says a werewolf bit of a vampire bit of werewolf, which is a creature that I can't remember the name of off the top of my head. But there's a lot of different variations. Weird werewolf thing killed in Montana from the New York Post. Dog man beast. That's kind of creepy. Look at that. Those teeth. Anyway, so some scholars believe the werewolf made its debut in the Epic of Gilgamesh, which I didn't even look up. I should look it up, but that's one that I haven't read. The oldest known Western prose, when Gilgamesh jilted a potential lover because she had turned her previous mate into a wolf. Werewolves made another early appearance in Greek mythology with the legend of Lycan? I'm just going to say Lycan, because that's... So, according to another legend, Lycan, who was the son of Pelasgus, sorry if I'm slaughtering these guys, angered the god Zeus when he served him a meal made from the remains of a sacrificed boy. I could see why that would annoy somebody. Ew. As punishment, the enraged Zeus turned Lycaon and his sons into wolves. Werewolves also emerged in early Nordic folklore. That's kind of a gross picture of a werewolf. They say that King Lycan was the first werewolf, which we just read about. He served him a meal made from the remains of a sacrificed boy. And, this says, in Voodoo in My Blood, the origins of the werewolf curse and werewolves were revealed. A powerful witch that was known as the Hollow cursed the members of her tribe that were responsible for her murder and created the 7 werewolf bloodlines. That's from the Vampire Diaries. So take that with a grain of salt. That's obviously a fandom-made thing. So a lot of people, they like to say that Lycans, Lycan, I can't speak today, holy cow. Lycans and werewolves are the same. Unfortunately, a Lycan can transform itself, and when it does, it looks like a big wolf with lethal claws. Think of Jake from Twilight. Big, huge wolf. While a werewolf looks like a wolf with a man's posture on transformation. So, this would be a werewolf. And the giant wolf, let's see if I can't find one. I'm looking, so I'm not gonna find one. But you all know Twilight. Jacob. He would be a Lycan. So Lycans are 4 feet. Werewolves are 2 feet. Look at that one. That's wicked. So that's what it looks like. Werewolf 2 feet. Lycans 4. I think I got that split up somewhere in there. Sorry about that. Apparently, werewolves and Lycans have almost the same physical strength. However, unlike the werewolf, Lycans are said to be smarter and more muscular. So werewolves, Lycans are a little bit more stronger and smarter than... Wow, I can't speak right now. You know why? Because I know that I'm probably not going to get distracted. I turned this on and waited like 5 to 10 minutes. And literally when I first sat down, I got a phone call. I didn't recognize the number, so I didn't answer. But then within 5 minutes, my mom was walking up the stairs for my nephew to talk to me. So, yeah. I'm getting smarter. Now, there is actually a form of disease called lycanthropy. It is a very rare condition and is largely considered to be an idiosyncratic expression of a psychotic episode caused by another condition, such as schizophrenia, bipolar disorder, or clinical depression. That's from Wikipedia. Take that with a grain of salt. Lycanthropy is an unusual belief or delusion in which the patient thinks that he or she has been transformed into an animal. Or mental disorder in which the patient believes that he is a wolf or some other creature. So, lycanthropy, lichen, werewolf, it all mixes together. Pretty interesting. That's kind of weird. Yeah, the legendary affliction was originally known as lycanthropy, which is what we just talked about. The sufferer is transforming or has been transformed into an animal. In a moment of clarity, or if in the midst of a transformation, the person will act like the animal they see themselves as, grumbling, crying, and even growling. One such theory is that clinical lycanthropy is caused by a physical imbalance in the brain. Specifically, the cerebral cortex are responsible for a person's perception of their own body. So they think, instead of trying to be like, guys, this doesn't exist, it's stupid, they're saying that your cerebral cortex, something happens to it, and it messes with your head. They suggest that they genuinely may perceive these feelings as a neurological trick as opposed to a psychological break. These feelings are common in other psychiatric phenomena such as phantom limbs. If you don't know what a phantom limb is, it's when you feel something that's not there. So, if you're a veteran of a war and you have a leg chopped off, they say that you can still feel that limb there. That's called a phantom limb. Oh, my leg hurts, and it's not actually there. That's a phantom limb. So, that's kind of interesting. So, can they exist in a psychiatric way? They can. Like a moment of psychosis where you're not really... That's kind of interesting. So I looked up videos to see. I wrote in, "Are werewolves real?" And to become a werewolf, most people already know you can have a family curse. You can be bitten by a werewolf. You can be spelled into one. Or even, this one I haven't heard before, even drinking water from a wolf's paw. I've never heard that one, so that's different. I'm not going to look into that. What do you call a female werewolf? Really? There are no werewolves in existence. See the book of Daniel, that's about as close as it gets. I've read Daniel. I don't remember there being a thing about werewolves. Daniel is a book in the Bible. It's about a guy who gets sent into the lion's den. It's a very common one, but if you haven't heard of it, it's a book in the Bible. I don't remember there being a wolf in there, but I could be wrong. It's been a long time. I found some YouTube videos. This is from Bill's channel. He has 2.61 million subscribers. And he asked if werewolves are real or not. In a sense, I guess you could say that they are if they're suffering from lycanthropy. But I'm not gonna go all out and say that they are. Could I be wrong? Yeah. Vampires could probably exist for all I know. There's people out there who drink blood. Ew. I wouldn't recommend drinking blood, guys. At least not real ones. There's so many blood diseases out there that I wouldn't recommend it. I have 15 minutes. I don't know what I have a new tab up for. Okay, but there, I'll have you guys watch a little bit, and we'll see where it goes. This is creepy. Look at that.
Is it possible this is a real werewolf that was caught on camera like this photograph claims to show? Or is this just some wannabe werewolf fakery? I've got the answer to that scary question, plus answers on a couple other very curious items that you guys sent in. Like this picture that wants us to believe there's a real creepy clown motel out there, and this photo claiming this animal is actually real.
I kind of want it.
Plus new fan art and my favorite fake of the week, so sit back, relax, and get ready to test your real or fake radar.
Oh.
Hey guys, Bill here. You know, out of all the classic monsters like vampires, witches, zombies, Bigfoot, I gotta say that for me personally, probably the scariest of them all is the dreaded werewolf.
Ones are on 2 feet.
Werewolves
or
come in
werewolves.
all shapes and sizes, but basically they're considered to be humans that transform into wolves and then back to humans again. They're considered very dangerous creatures as they attack humans more often than other animals. Tales of humans transforming into wolves date all the way back to the ancient Greeks and Romans. In the 1500s, werewolf hysteria had spread throughout Europe, culminating in the horrifying case of Peter Stump, the werewolf of Bedburg. In recent times, the werewolf has made frequent appearances in popular movies and television shows. Starting with The Wolfman in 1941, we've seen werewolves in everything from Doctor Who to Harry Potter and Twilight.
Yep, Twilight. I forgot the one in Harry Potter. That's funny. He was up on 2 legs, so that was a werewolf, right? Because the Lycans had 4. Never mind. I'm going to confuse myself. And then there was this one's from the History Channel, which I thought was neat. It's 44 minutes.
A legendary monster may be lurking in the heartland. I could see a pair of red eyes staring at me.
I felt like my life was actually in danger.
Those who dare walk at night should beware.
Sheer panic just came right over me, and I had to get out of there.
My uncle was never
These are
afraid in the
people
woods
apparently who actually saw them.
Long thought to be imaginary. New evidence now suggests this creature may be all too real.
This didn't look like any type of human being.
Certainly there is a primal fear to
That looked like
this.
Bigfoot.
Monster Quest searches the woods of America. You hear something?
Something down there moved.
For werewolves.
If you want to watch this, it's Monster Quest, America's Wolfman, Caught on Film, Season 4, Episode 9. I think it's interesting that they actually got people who, like, saw it, or thought that they saw one. Some of our forests are so dense and expansive that it wouldn't surprise me if this is a new species never discovered. Alright, yeah. I absolutely love what they're looking in Michigan. I grew up in that area during the summers, and the legend of Dogman is a huge thing talked about around bonfires. Legend of Dogman. When I was little, my family and I watched all of the Underworld movies. I remember those movies. They were really good. I made a comment that I was glad that these monsters weren't real. Then my aunt asked me if I believed in angels and demons. Being raised in the church, I said yes. She then asked me to consider if demons took the form of what we fear the most. That scared me, and to this day, I run and jump to my bed. That's actually a good point. I mean, if you're going to believe in angels and demons, why not believe in werewolves? That's actually a pretty fair point to make. Monster Quest back. History Channel's pretty neat. They can have some cool stuff. Look at that. That's creepy. It's called an anglerfish. Looks like a rabid deer. But anyway, guys, that is the werewolf thing. Usually I finish it by looking on Facebook if there's any thing like that, but I don't know, just for fun. Funsies, werewolves. Sightings. Just for funsies. Apparently a rash of werewolf sightings occurred in Defiance, Ohio in 1972. Stuff like this fascinates me. I remember as a kid hearing about the Devil Tree in Defiance. I personally got chased out of Buck Cemetery by a pristine 1950s sheriff car in 1998. Look at that thing. That's supposed to be a werewolf. It's gross. That's not a werewolf. I don't know what that is. Dogman is a creature that has been reported all around the world for hundreds of years. Werewolf hunting in the Deep South. So, if you want to look into werewolves to see if they're real, guys, they're apparently all over Facebook. Well, this is werewolf propaganda if I ever saw it. Haunting Nights Official. It's known for its werewolf sightings. Staffordshire beauty spot named most haunted location UK. Staffordshire. Cannock Chase is a large, densely woodland area that has become known as one of the UK's most active paranormal hotspots. Most famously, it's known for its werewolf sightings, and according to myths, the monster prowls the outskirts of Stafford. There have been numerous reports from people who live in the area who say they've seen what they claim to be a hairy wolf-type creature walking on its hind legs around the German War Cemetery just off Camp Road between Stafford and Cannock. Several of the witnesses claim the creature sprang up on its hind legs and ran into the nearby bushes when it was spotted. I thought I was going to show it. No, it's just woods. That's Staffordshire. Apparently. Somebody wrote, I found Handchurch Woods to be more creepy. So guys, that's kind of creepy. Look at that. It's like a random picture of a person. It's creepy. That's the werewolves, guys. We did Dracula, we've done werewolves. Not sure what I'll do next, honestly. There's a lot of creepy crawlies, but I think it's cool to check out the more famous ones. So, Dracula, werewolf, there's... I don't know, if there's something specific you guys want to look at next, feel free to let me know. Otherwise, I'll just pick something random, so... Have a good rest of the week, guys. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday, and I hope you guys have a fantastic Halloween in case I don't make it to posting next week. Much love. Bye.